Okay guys, this is Anthony Subaru Service. I got Troy's truck here. This sun glare is going to be pretty bad, but we're going to go ahead and do a cold start. He's got exhaust manifolds leaking. I don't think he's got a Y pipe issue. I think it's exhaust manifolds. We'll take a closer look later. But he's got injector issues too. We are going to do a cold start here and take a look. Okay, I know this glare really sucks, but let's get it hooked up. Figuring looks okay. Let's go ahead and fire this thing up. Once the injector chatter stops, here we go. Alright, here we go. Look at that, it just cleared up. Let's turn compensation off. I know that's hard to see. Looks like 2, 3, oh shit. 8. Oh. I wonder if that's a Thickum plug issue. I think it's 1, 3, 5, and 8. Or no, 2, 3, 5, and 8 are. That's a damn Thickum plug right there. Hang on, I'm gonna get this sucker. I'm gonna shut this. Maybe. That's all over the freaking place. I think we need to disconnect and reconnect this Thickum real quick. I'm gonna get it inside before it warms up. Okay. I don't know. Generally, a Thickum issue will show its butt when it's when the compensation is off or on. 2, 5, 3. Seatbelt. And we know we need 2 and 5. 3, I think number 8 was dropping pretty good. It's inside now, but hang on a second. Freaking 2, 3, and 5. Up, just smoothed out. Let's see. Hell, I don't know. I mean, 2, 3, and 5. Do we need the other ones? I mean, you can never go wrong with replacing the other ones, but I mean, we got 2, 3, and 5 right now. They're getting worse too. Or the idle just kicked up. See what happens to shut it off, see how long it takes to smooth out. Hang on. Okay, it's not doing too bad right now. Let's go look at our numbers. So our fan speed, I'm gonna pull some codes here. Let's pull some codes, see what we got. Okay, nothing on the codes. No contribution balance. But it's definitely, I mean, it's just stiction. That sucks, but you know, let's shut this. I mean, if the wallet allows it, can never go wrong with a full set. Just constantly 2 and 5, 2, 3, and 5, 4 right in the middle of it, getting worked pretty hard. 7 getting worked pretty hard. Mainly it's 4. I mean, look at it taking 4 with it. The green line is the baseline. That's where we want to see it. 3. So now we're 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Smooths out all right. We'll let it get at the temperature. We might take it for a drive. I thought it was fickum, but we might. I mean, if it was, it would. It wouldn't be intermittent. Not how it is right now, because it's 2, 3, and 5 are what I'm seeing in their bed. And 8 was kind of dropping. I think it was 8 was dropping at the very cold start. Let's get a little more temperature in it. Okay, we want to see that manifold gauge pressure. I mean, it's boosting up 1200 RPM. Got turbo all the way closed, and we're seeing 3. I mean, that's pretty damn good on the MGP. And we know it snaps back to 0. Look, I turned the VGT down to 0, and the gauge pressure, so the turbo is not sticking. Now it's going up. I mean, it's boosting. So I guess he took it somewhere and they said it needed a turbo, but I mean, the turbo is not stuck shut, it's not stuck open. I can see by the MGP right there that it's actually that the vanes are actually moving. I mean, it's not seized up, it's not stuck. Boosting pretty damn good too. I mean, normally I see like 2.1 out of the thing. Let me get underneath it real quick. Alright, here we go. I can definitely hear audible air coming out through the manifold. I don't know if you can see way back there. Look at the other side. Side doesn't look as bad. Let's see if I can see that the Y pipe up there. That's what I'm concerned with, the Y pipe too. While we're going into it for the manifold, I mean, damn, you know, sure would be nice to do a Y pipe and eliminate all exhaust concerns. But let's get up in here and look. Feel around the joint right here where the manifold moves up pipe and the Y pipe. Flex joints seem to be okay. Just looking around here, I think I have to let's look at it. See much leaking. Look over here. See the trails around the turbo. high boost. That looks pretty good. So, I mean, the exhaust manifolds, I mean, they, passenger side, you know, the driver's side, that didn't seem near as bad as the passenger side. It was definitely, it's definitely, you know, it's spitting out exhaust. It's running pretty good right now. Kind of a bummer to think that we're going to put a full set of injectors in it. Because, I mean, it's running good. But that freaking cold start is the son of a gun. I mean, you guys saw it. It was all over the place. So let me, oh, shut this off. Let's go back here and see how clear it is. Still 2, 3, and 5. See them dropping. Yeah. Which, hell, 2, 3, and 5. I mean, let's put a little load on it. Yeah. Five dropping. You can feel it miss when it's doing it. I'm just recording it all. Heck with it. I mean, we definitely got 2, 3, and 5 for sure. 4 was kind of showing us a little bit, and I think 8 was at the very beginning was pretty bad. Yeah. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, it's all over the place. I could feel it. It's missing. 2, 3, and 5 are the main ones. And 4 isn't. 4's just right in the middle, getting the crap beat out of it. See, 7 is kind of holding up pretty well, but it's not as bad. You know, 2 and 3 are not as bad combined as 3 and 5 are. So 4 is getting worked harder. But 2 and 3, see, like right there, see how 2 goes down and 7 will actually compensate, and then it'll drop back down for 3. So 7's, you know, 7's working. 7's still doing its thing. I mean, we got 1, 7, and 6 that are not giving us any indications that anything's wrong with them. 1, 7, and 6. Which, crap. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and upload this. Yeah, there's our cold start. And yeah, exhaust manifolds, I mean, what a freaking drag, you know, because it's boosting up pretty freaking good. Let me go ahead and let's go ahead and run a freaking boost test. Here, let me get to it. There you go. It's gonna check baro. Oh, come on, focus. Baro, map, and EVP. Whoa, EVP's a little high. We go in there. I mean, we go in for injectors on that side. We're gonna clean that EVP tube out and see how the sensor looks. I mean, that's still within spec, but 14.6 is a little high. You know, I don't know what the, I mean, if baro is, if our barometric pressure right now is, I mean, 14.6 is a little high. Normally I see it in the 14.1 to 14.3 range. So I don't know, there might be something stuck in there not letting the pressure relieve out of it. You know, I mean, 0.3 psi, that ain't bad. But let's go ahead and fire this thing up. Here we go. This closes the EGR valve. We want to see this bottom up here. Yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, it's boosting. They told me we needed a turbo. No, we got 2 point. This is more like normal. I was probably getting a little bit of back feed from the EGR valve. Yeah, 2.68. I mean, it's it's boosting. It's not, if we do need the manifolds, which we do, they're leaking, it's not affecting it too much, but I think he can smell it in the cab, I think. And I mean, the Y pipe appears to be okay. I don't see any streaks around the Y pipe, so generally that's a Y pipe issue, but these manifolds are leaking. I mean, they are, you can see it. So yeah, I mean, I would almost stick to it. I mean, we don't need to touch the turbo, but what sucks is, man, it really sucks to go in and do all this to do exhaust manifolds and not just eliminate all the issues and put our Y pipe on. Let me show you the Y pipe. Okay, here's what we do. We actually take these, we make them here. We don't TIG weld them here, but you can see, like right here, this is what happens to them. You can see it just split right here. Well, we cut them up, TIG weld them, and put these on. The question I always ask customers is, which ones would you rather have? This one or this one? So, I mean, the only thing that's a bummer is the turbo has to come off. But, you know, if we yank the turbo off, I mean, and then we're already disconnecting it at the bottom in exhaust manifold, so all we're going to have is turbo R&I. You know, and I mean, we could clean the turbo, but I mean, we don't need it. We don't need to clean the turbo. But, you know, yeah, I thought I would at least show that so you can get a little indication of what the heck I'm talking about. But, like, there's one that's split right there, and I mean, it's a real thin accordion style joint right there, and they break a lot. I mean, look at all these I've got here. I've got more to be cut up right there, you know, so it's not something that you know, we're trying. I mean, yeah, an upsell is always an upsell, but are we fixing an issue? I mean, you tell me. You know, there's a whole bunch of these damn Y pipes that crack, and when they crack, then it really whistles really loud, and it spits exhaust in the cab, and it turns into, it's a pretty nasty freaking deal. I mean, all of my trucks have these on them, every single one of them. I mean, because I have not seen one of these fail yet. I've been putting them on for about 2 years now, and haven't seen any of them fail. These, shoot, all the time. All right, that's all I got. Have a good day, guys.